hello, little scientists. My name is Miss King, and I am your science teacher this week. I hope that you enjoyed your lesson from Monday, and we will continue on our lesson today, learning more about magnets. Yes, and so before we get started, of course, we need to go over our materials for today. And the first thing that you're going to need is your thinking cap. So go ahead and put that on. Perfect. Now, you will also need your RPS science workbook for this week. And if you don't have that, you can grab a sheet of paper, a pencil, and some crayons. Let's get started. So, if you want to get the RPS science workbook, you can go back to the page where you found me, click on K2 RPS Science Workbook Week 10, and then go ahead and make a copy and go ahead and scroll down to today. And today, Ms. King will explain magnets. So this is your opportunity to write down some information about magnets, poles, attract, and repel. Ready? Great. And of course, if you don't have an RPS science workbook, that's okay. You can hit pause and actually copy this down. Okay? Great. So, what is a magnet? A magnet is an object that can pull things that are made from iron and steel. A magnet can push or pull other magnets. And in the photograph, you will see some magnets. Here's a quick video of Miss King playing with some magnets. And we will be able to see some push and some pulls going on. Wow, that's really cool. Whoa, the magnet has it moving and twirling. Awesome. Twirl, 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 whirl, whirl, whirl. And that's all the power of a magnet. That is so cool. Yes. And check that out. Picking up other magnets as well, like the definition said. So let's continue on. Now, what is a pole? So a pole is a place on a magnet where the pull is the greatest. One pole is north-seeking, or it'll say in pole, and the other is south-seeking, south pole, okay? Yeah, and even in the coloring, if you see the color blue on a magnet, that is normally the south pole. And if you see the color red, that is normally the north pole. So let's take a look at this where we can see some more pole action. And we're gonna learn two other terms coming up, and that's repel and attract. And let's watch the video and I'll talk a little more about that. Okay, so we have north and south poles, south and south poles. Let's see what happens. Ms. King is trying really hard to get the south to get together, but they do not come together. But the north and the south come together. Wow, that's really cool. And once again, the north and the south went together. Let's continue on. And we will be talking about repel. And repel means to push away from something. And we noticed that when Ms. King put the south and the south together, it tried to push away. So that means it was repelling, okay? Let's watch this video as we see some magnets repel, push away from something. Here we go. That's either south and south or north and north. But just to double check, I'm gonna flip the magnet over and it attracted, and we'll learn more about that coming up. Okay, so here we go. Attract. Now, what is attract? Attract is to pull towards something. And let's check out this video as the magnets attract, that means come together. You'll see it come together, each other. Okay, so turned it to the north side and it's attracted, those little clear chips attracted to the magnet because around those little clear chips are either iron or steel. Those are metals. So here we go. Let's see. Ooh, these chips attract on both sides. And my last magnet. Here's some magnet fun. We can see it pulling towards the magnet. And because it is attracted to it. Some more magnet fun. Yay! Whoa, so we learned a lot so far. We learned about poles. Do you remember the names of the poles? If you said north and south, you are correct. What about a repel? Can you use your hands? What does it do? If this was a magnet and this was a magnet, what would it look like to repel? That's right, it means push away. And that would mean that this would either have to say south and this would have to say south for the poles so that they can't touch, because if they were the same, then that means that they actually, you remember? They repel. But if they are opposite, that this was north and this was south, they would attract. That's correct. Now, Ms. King has decided to grab some objects to actually practice. And so, of course, paper is not metal, doesn't even look like metal. And since that was the case, I just decided to go ahead and give us the answer for that one. But we'll look at a video as I test a spoon, some keys, and a notebook. So right now, I want you to put 1, 2, and 3 on your paper and think about it right now. Do you think a spoon would attract or does not attract to a magnet? What about some keys and a notebook? Okay. All right, let's see. All righty, here we go. So the first up is a spoon. Ooh, let me use my strong magnet. Whoa, a magnet sticks to a stainless steel spoon. Now let's check out the keys. Wait a minute. Oh, it's sticking to the key rings. But let's see if it sticks to my keys. Nope, still to the ring. And onto the notebook. Whoa, it sticks to the ring of the notebook, but of course it would not stick to the paper. So let's see Yes, it attracted to the spoon. It does not attract to keys, just the ring. It did attract to the spoon. It does not attract to keys, just the ring. And it also, it kind of attracted to the notebook. So if you put attracts and does not attract, we can count that one. Okay, great. All right, so we have made it to the end of our lesson, and let's just go over what you will be doing on Friday. So on Friday, let's go ahead and identify and list 5 important applications of magnets in everyday life. Now that means I just showed you some of them, like my keys, a spoon, a notebook. So go ahead and try to find them and test it out, just like Miss King did. 5 different ones, and go ahead and I want you to test them out and then upload your results using photographs, of course, to Science Fun with Seesaw. And I will go over the seesaw instructions with you. So, if you are in kindergarten, click on the snail. If you're in first grade, click on the octopus. And if you are in second grade, click on the cat. Once you've done that, you click upload. Once you've uploaded it, I would like for you to put your name on whatever you're doing by clicking on the T and making a text box. And once you do that, you will come up to this. Now, we've had such a great lesson today. I've loved doing magnets with you, little scientists, and you've done a great job. And because of that, I have this certificate for you with your name on it, of course, and it's signed by me, Miss King. Bye, little scientists.